Well, Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing quite the local revolt that could have far-reaching implications for his leadership and the future of the Labour Party. 20 councillors from Broxtowe Borough Council in Nottinghamshire have resigned from the party altogether. This is a sudden exit of the group and was led by council leader Milan Radulovic, a Labour Party member for over 4 decades. Hello and welcome to the GBNews YouTube channel. I'm Emily Carver. So what does this mean? This exodus has cost Labour control of the council and sent shockwaves through the party's ranks. The councillors, now calling themselves the Broxtowe Independents, have accused Starmer of abandoning traditional Labour values. So here are some of the key issues that have led to this split. Winter fuel payments. The government's decision to axe those winter fuel payments for 10 million pensioners has been met with fierce criticism. The councillors argue that the move betrays core Labour principles of supporting the vulnerable. The two-child benefit cap. Now, the retention of that benefit cap has been a point of contention. Many in the party's left wing view this policy as punitive towards struggling families. Local government reorganisation. Starmer's plans to create super councils have been interpreted by some as an attack on local democracy. Milan Radulovic, the former Labour leader of Broxtowe Council, described it as nothing short of a dictatorship. Starmer was also blasted for increasing bus fares by up to 50% and betraying the WASPy women. Now, the impact of this rebellion extends far beyond Broxtowe. It means a loss of council control. Labour's representation on Broxtowe Borough Council has plummeted from 26 to just 6 councillors. This loss of control in a Labour-held area is a significant blow to Starmer's authority, as well as electoral implications. A recent MRP poll by Mooring Commons suggests that if an election were held today, Labour could see its MP count reduced from 411 to just 228. Now, while Broxtowe might remain Labour, Juliet Campbell's comfortable 17.6% majority could be slashed to just 6.2%. Milan Radulovic stated, "I cannot support and will not support another centrist government intent on destroying local democracy and dictating national policy from a high pedestal." He said the final straw was the issue around blocking 10 of our candidates from standing as county council candidates, a decision the council leader previously described as a centrist purge. He hopes this is a wake-up call for Labour Party at both a regional and national level. The left of the party does appear to be in revolt. Now, the Broxtowe Independents also claim that 100 local grassroots members had left the Labour Party. The group have announced their intention to field candidates in the upcoming May 2025 local elections, vowing to campaign for every vote in every street in every town. Let's take a look at what Milan Radulovic has to say.
Although I will still remain in control, I'm considering handing in my resignation to the council and asking the council to re-elect me as new leader under the new arrangements.
Of course, yes. Well, we'll wait to see if that comes to pass. But in your letter, you mentioned the local elections twice in May this year. Is that what's driving it? You fear that unless you separate out yourselves from the government, you'll be badly hit at the ballot box in May?
No, what we're concerned about is the fact that we've been blocked. Say 10 of our councillors have been blocked from standing as candidates. And that imposition, we consider, and I consider, to be totally unacceptable. These are dedicated, hard-working, the grassroots supporters of the Labour Party. They're the people who knock on doors. They're the people who deliver leaflets. They're the people who try to give hope to local groups and organisations and to support their local communities.
Yes.
And to be blocked from standing because we disagree with some of their national stances is wrong.
Yes. And what's your message tonight? If Keir Starmer's watching from his sunbed, wherever he is on holiday, what would be your response to him, your message to the leadership of this government?
Many people, particularly working class people in areas like I represent in Eastwood, feel a deep sense of betrayal by the government. As I said to you, it's the imposition of the two-child welfare cap. It's the treatment of the WASPy women, which we consider to be betrayal. It's the withdrawal of the winter fuel allowance. On the doors, people are saying to us, who's going to represent us? And nobody does represent them anymore. So we are making this stand. My message to Keir Starmer is, come and talk to us. Come and talk to me. Don't send us the diktats. Don't send us suspensions or other measures to keep us quiet. Actually come and talk to us about what we can do and work together. However, I have never once, I want to make this point to you. Since 1995, when I first became leader of Broxtowe Borough Council, and I've been leader 22 years, not once in my entire political career has any member of the regional or national Labour Party come to me in my office and said, how can we help you deliver the programme that you're delivering? Not once.
Well, I just wonder why that is. Is it because there's a kind of London bias amongst the leadership? Is it because they overlook the needs of Broxtowe?
It's because they are protecting the establishment, the civil service and the establishment. The establishment in this country takes all the wealth for itself. It takes all the prosperity. It takes every opportunity to promote itself. And it's us, the working class, who are paying far more tax in disproportionate proportion of our earnings to keep them in the lap of luxury that they're in. It's totally London-centric. It is divorced from any sort of reality of the situation on the street. And my challenge, and I've challenged other people, is to come and walk the streets with me and talk to local people about what we need. We don't need imposition of you must build 1.5 million houses in 5 years. What we want to do is to actually continue to the build programme to build to the social and economic needs of an area. We want to see social services that are able to discharge people into the community from hospital, where they can live their lives in dignity.
Now, the remaining Labour councillors in Broxtowe have expressed disappointment at the defections. They've stated that these departures won't affect their commitment to serving residents and working towards making Broxtowe a healthier, greener, safer and more prosperous place for everyone. But this revolt comes at a challenging time for Starmer's government. A recent YouGov poll revealed that voters see Labour as incompetent and dishonest, with only 12% saying the party has been successful so far. There have been accusations, too, that the Labour Party executive is parachuting loyal members into safe seats, blocking candidates who are critical of the leadership. Now, this rebellion in Broxtowe is symptomatic of the challenges Starmer faces in keeping his broad coalition together. He won a landslide victory in 2024, and now Starmer finds himself caught between the expectations of traditional Labour voters and some of the centrist policies he believes are necessary for effective governance. While the criticism over the winter fuel payments is particularly damaging. Labour's own analysis from 2017 suggests that thousands of pensioners could die as a result of these cuts. This puts Starmer in a very difficult position, defending a policy that seems to contradict his party's previous stance. And the accusations of centralising power through super councils also touch on quite a sensitive issue for many Labour supporters who value local democracy and community-level decision-making. So Starmer now faces a critical test of his leadership. Can he reconcile the different factions within his party? Will he adjust his policies in response to this rebellion? Or will he stay the course, hunker down and potentially risk further defections? The coming months will be crucial for Labour. The Conservatives are trying to revive their party under Kemi Badenoch. Reform UK is gaining quite a bit of ground and in Labour areas, and Starmer cannot afford to lose support from his party's grassroots. So as this situation develops, we'll be monitoring how it impacts Labour's policy decisions, their approach to local government, and ultimately their prospects in future elections. So tell me, leave a comment. Do you think that it's surprising that 20 councillors have abandoned the party? And what do you think this has to say about Keir Starmer's leadership? This is Emily Carver reporting for GB News. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more originals content. Leave a comment and give this video a big thumbs up.